Hi guys, today's recipe is for low carb keto tortilla wraps. If you're like me and you're following a low carb diet, these are an awesome substitution for bread. They're so versatile and can be made to use wraps, sandwiches, or pizzas. For those of you in the 1-to-1 diet, step 2, you can substitute the almond and coconut flour for gram flour, which is including your daily allowance under chickpeas. I'll put the measurements below for you. But really, guys, these are a game changer and well worth a try. So stick around and remember to subscribe to my channel for more amazing recipes each week.
So to make your tortilla wraps, and for this recipe you're going to need 1 cup of almond flour, 1/4 cup of coconut flour, 2 teaspoons of xylitol, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 3 teaspoons of lemon juice, 1 large egg beaten, and finally 1 tablespoon of water. So in a large bowl you want to combine your almond flour, your coconut flour, your xylitol, baking powder, and salt. You want to whisk all these ingredients together with a whisk, just to make sure that they're all combined. Now that you've whisked it all together, we want to now add it to a stand mixer. If you don't have a stand mixer, a normal hand mixer is fine. So I've added my dry mixture to my stand and I've used our dough mixture attachments.
So I snipped the audio here because you'd be deafened by the sound of my stand mixer. But here we're going to add the lemon. Add your eggs in. And lastly, your water.
So the dough should be quite soft. It looks a bit like this. And it should pull away from the side of the pans. Perfect. What you can also do is add some flavour in at this point. I find that onion and garlic work very well. Rosemary, basil, it's all good flavours to use in your tortilla wrap, and it adds an extra taste and flavour to the tortilla wraps. So at this point what I'm going to do is add 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder to my mix, and 1/4 teaspoon of basil. And then what I'm going to do is just mix it in, but I'm not going to do it with the attachments, I'm going to do it by hand. Just going to knead it in a bit, just to give it that flavour. Make sure that it's all throughout the dough. So the next part is to put your dough out, and what you want to do is separate it into 8 different small balls. So you want each ball to be about 1.5 inches in diameter, like that. You want 8 of those. So guys, the next thing we want to do is take one of our balls and we want to roll it out so that it's tortilla shaped. So the best way I've found of doing this is using baking paper is the easiest way. If you use a rolling pin, sometimes the dough breaks up. So it's much easier if you turn over, if you half over the baking paper and use that to start pushing down and making the tortilla shape. So this is by far the best way of doing it. It does take a wee bit of time, but the actual outcome is so much better. So if we just do this and we're kind of pushing out to the sides, we want our tortilla to be round about 6 inches in diameter. You can, put two of these small balls together and make a larger tortilla if you want. I just find for portion control that this is better. I think that's about it for this. So here you're able just to kind of peel back the baking paper, and what I've found best to use is one of these cake decorating knives. It just slides right under and it kind of stops the tortilla from breaking. There we have it. Then what we're going to do is put them on a hot frying pan for around about 30 to 40 seconds each side, and I'll show you that just now. So guys, we've got a hot frying pan. What we want to do is take our tortilla, we want to put it in the frying pan roughly for about 30 to 40 seconds. So we're ready to turn over. So just using your kitchen utensil, turn it over. And it kind of looks a bit like a chapati on top. Tortilla wrap is now ready. And it looks great. I'm going to put that to the side, take it off the heat and let it cool down.
So that's our wraps ready. Some of my favourite things to use the wraps for are sandwiches, wraps, and of course pizza. They are definitely worth trying, and I would urge anyone to give it a go. If you would like to leave me a suggestion for a recipe in future, then simply subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment below of the things you would like to see.